There you go.
Yes.
You don't necessarily get the biggest benefit out of stealing Echo Slam, but stealing something like Fissure. Fissure, arguably one of the most powerful non-ultimate abilities in the game because of its positional factor and its block off.
Yeah, especially on Rubik since there's no cast time.
And a longer stun.
Yeah.
The part I always remind people of, yeah, this hero's broken. Oh, wait, that spell's normally okay, yeah, but he makes it last longer. So he's broken.
True.
He is a crazy concept.
Forgets that status resistance.
Yeah, it's a crazy concept. I don't mind, I don't know about you. My discussion with this has been the regular, I think most people are in agreement. They like the idea of status resistance specifically to certain heroes. They don't like it generically available to people like it is with Sanj and with the Satanic.
I think it's harder to learn how to combo things, I guess. Like Yule combos, for example. That's something that you do have done a lot of times and you've just gotten used to when to time it. And then someone suddenly gets down a lot earlier than you think and they don't get stunned.
Yeah, it really skews and screws with the way people play. Like, some have got used to the Satanic combos now, so they know to expect it. I still remember when the patch first dropped, Spirit Breaker got changed, and I remember Solo running a Spirit Breaker for VP, and he just kept running at a Beastmaster, and the Beastmaster get Primal Roaring, but he'd bulldoze, and it would last like a second, and he'd run away. And it just screwed over their initiation every time, because, you know, same thing we saw when the map changes first dropped with Techies, is in that top quadrant of the map, Techies was looking OP. CIS especially was just running it and making it look so effective because people were thrown off by change.
Yeah.
But we do get Necrophos.
That's... Yeah. Is Drow... No, Drow was just banned.
Yeah, she got banned out in the second phase. I'm just wondering what their real focus is with this Necro pick because... I mean, actually, in fairness, it's pretty easy to kill the troll, right? Like, you just wait until the battle trance is about to end. You Scythe, he's probably on like 10% HP anyway.
Yeah.
And you can kite him out with that as well because of the Ghost Shroud.
I guess that also works against Abaddon, right? Because the damage will be too high in one instance, so you will kill Abba before his ulti triggers.
That's true, but the rough part that you have to admit then is that you've committed Scythe for a POS 5, which is not a good feeling.
That's true.
Also, there's always the risk, right? Like, because you could actually run him down to that HP mark before the Scythe connects. It's hard. I think it's more for the troll, and it also like protects you. But the weird part for me is that Magic Hands didn't go for like a strong counter to the Necrophos. Probably because Necro can be round the outer lanes. But if you knew he was mid, for example, you might go for Pugna or a Zeus to kill him. Pugna, the ultimate counter, and Pugna wasn't banned either, which is what makes this all the weirder. Huh. They could get a Pugna still.
Something like a Pugna 3.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. They can still squeeze a Pugna, and it wouldn't be bad. It would give them a lot of tower pressure early on.
Yeah.
Then again, you're maybe just enabling the lineup. Like a Rubik stealing Neverblast feels pretty good. He buffs up the damage, will take your towers just as quickly. There's arguments against it.
An anti-mage. We haven't seen the Magic Hand Storm before, though. We've seen them play against it twice. They won once and lost once. Do you know if they have a Storm player, usually? Or do they just think it's a strong pick?
Bruja is a guy that I haven't seen much Storm from him in the past. Of the few games I've seen of him in the past, like his pub games, he is a really big Kunkka player. He's a lot like Branya, who was playing for EPG, obsessed with the hero, basically.
Yeah.
So I'll be interested to see. I think on the lane, you can get roughed up by Necro a bit, is the problem. You have to somehow get on top of him to force bad trades. But even if you do, you're up against Necro, so he's got Death Pulse.
Yeah.
I don't see Storm taking a clear advantage. The difference between the two teams right now, though, is that Magic Hands have access to that Shaker to cut him off. In fairness, though, Winstrike also have a Nature's Prophet that can just reset any gank by TPing in. Yeah, I don't think there's any clear winner with that matchup. Not with these supports.
Brewmaster.
That's really good against the Necro. You Cyclone him up and he wastes his whole Ghost Shroud.
Yeah.
And the Morphling.
It's definitely a lot of the same heroes that we've seen today, just on different teams.
True, but I don't know about you. I feel like Winstrike got the better end of the draft here because who's going to build a Spirit Vessel on Magic Hands?
It would have to be
Abaddon?
the Brew Master.
But Brew wants a Blink and then probably a Vlad's or Pipe, right?
Probably wants it, but he might need to get a Spirit Vessel against these heroes.
But I guess the argument is that an advantage for Winstrike then? Because like Brewmaster being forced to use and also he can't use the Spirit Vessel when he ults. So like you'll only get one Spirit Vessel out of five. The way I'm looking at this is Magic Hand's only hero that can build a Spirit Vessel is Mantis Abaddon, but it's a +5. He's not going to get the and you can't supplement that gold supply because Shaker needs a Blink. That's worrying. I don't think they have the lockdown to necessarily beat Kuman's head into the ground. I mean, well, you can have, right? Perfect scenario, yes. You have a Shaker. You can catch him off guard with Blink Echo.
Yeah. No, I agree. Shakers, they're only disabled, basically, and they have a Centaur Warrunner to disengage after the initial stuns.
I think I'd like to see Magic Hands, like, build a Diffusal on the Troll. And then with the Shaker getting a Blink eventually, you can, like, get rid of all of Morphling's mana so you can't escape. I think that's your only play. But what do we know? We're just here speculating on what they will do. They will definitely need to do something. They are a game down here. Can't really afford to be giving over any losses as they have already only drawn the other game.
I like the diffusal idea, but that leaves him very squishy, so you'll need like a SNY first, I think. Or else he'll just die to new combos and Reaper Scythe.
I mean, you're always going to be risk with the Scythe, right? Because the Battle Trance builds. You can kill, in fairness, you can like screw over Necro pretty fast as well.
You know, they really took me at their word when I said that I wanted more Wastelands.
And Non-Grata just proving his E-Penis line is, his E-Penis is very long with that Seb line.
Oh yeah.
Some decent length. Good amount of girth as well, even got some width on it. 2 lines.
2 lines. That's very impressive.
That's more than Charlie Sheen will handle. But Kuman will be running in the mid lane. Possibly there's more things. Is he just scouting? I think he's just scouting out. No, he's got the shared tangos. He's definitely there. So they are sticking the Necro on the out lanes.
I guess looks pretty decent to be a Necro against the double melee matchup.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Like, you could trade effectively the Storm, but I guess the argument is that if you put the Morphling here, he'll get chased down by the Brew, and you feel really crap if you have to level Waveform too early as a Morphling.
You also have... Storm doesn't have a lot of kill potential on this Morphling, so you can stay on Agi for the most part, which makes contesting Lost that's very difficult for Storm.
You don't want to see in these scenarios. I just want to see Abaddon as the perfect counter Morphlings that just go full Agi to heal up. Just waiting in the tree line, just one missed call gets a kill. Suddenly has like 400 gold. He's like, oh, I can afford boots now and clarity.
It looks like Abba will be staying mid for a bit, maybe. It could be he's just walking top, but could be he's staying mid to throw out a couple of missed calls to make this easier. I
think he has to go top. Like, if you leave a Troll against a Rubik, then I don't think Troll gets any farm at all, though. Because of the Fable.
Correct.
I mean, maybe this is your strategy, right? Sacrifice 1 for the good of 2, but yeah, it looks like he's moving up. There's always the frustration about the Rubik Scent combo as well. They deprive you of so much unless you can somehow harass them out. And not exactly easy heroes to harass out. I love that instant fairy fire, like Lil's not taking any chances. What have we got in the bot lane right now? So
was a Fisher block, so some easy experience for Brewmaster. Fast level 2.
And they'll need it as well, because they have submitted to Nature's Prophet being faced up against these two. We mentioned how good the Troll would be against the Nature's Prophet. But this is not the lane he's going to be participating in. He'll only show up there when he thinks he can kill off the Troll. This is... It's a little bit of a lead building for Babruha.
This doesn't look awful for Brewmaster. He's struggling a little bit.
He had double south though. He's feeling good. He's got to be feeling good about that. So he was prepped for the aggression. Yeah, and as you said, Shaker's gone mid. I think this is why you pull extra regen. You realize you're actually definitely getting left alone here for a little bit. Because if you got Shaker and he's not rotating, you're using Shaker completely wrong.
Yeah. There's a full HP Morphling though.
That's the problem.
There's no way for him.
Did he just reveal? Yeah, the pings came out. They saw him. They know Mars is there now. So there'll be no kill opportunity, especially with the DD now on the Morphling. Meanwhile, Lil Sorry just trying to pull the creep way through. We'll take a lot of damage for it, though. Turns around and no fear. But even if you trade well with the Prophet, he'll just TP out, come back, and feel good. And while that's happening, Shaker... Actually, what?
Wait.
He went to Kuman. They knew he had a DD. They had a ward down. They knew about this DD. Oh, no. Kills that should not happen.
Does not feel good. And Lil's pull got interrupted. So instead, Winstrike is now farming some neutral creeps.
On the positive side, Silent... No. Like, Silent's not being slowed down. There is no positive to this. Why did Kumin get that solo kill? I don't even know how long Bruja will be able to stay in this lane now. It sounds dramatic. Maybe they get this kill, though, but the Fairy Fire... But, like, it sounds like I'm being overly dramatic, right? But the reality is, usually the mid is defined by one kill. And this is the type of matchup that gets volatile because of one kill.
Yeah. It's probably just Earthshaker that felt like he spent too much time mid to not get anything and tried something. And it did not pay off.
But that's a mistake you can't afford on this stage. The Fissure doesn't even block him off. Even if it did, he's already bringing a salve out. He can just morph up anyway. At least they're stopping No Fear from getting too much in this bot lane. Like, he's getting decent harassment, but it's always a decent exchange for Lil Sorry. And Lil Sorry, at least, is getting his hands on XP.
You know, you're very good at seeing the positives in things.
I mean, I have to work very hard when I work to Shaker walk mid like that. Of course, the other positive is this Troll. Troll's going to do fine.
Well, I mean, he's doing okay, but he's still beneath all 3 cores of Radiant.
It's true, but now you have the level 2 Mist Coil on Abaddon. This is where you can, like, ramp up aggression. The part that's a bit shaky for me is the fact Mantis hasn't got any clarities, and it's gone for a salve. That'll protect Troll, but now you can't spam out your Mist Coils. Because, you know, Mist Coil being the balanced spell that it is, doesn't cancel clarities.
Oh, mid. No fear.
Look, but Bruja wants to try and get a kill on a support as well. The difference is No Fear knows when to TP. And Mars is back here again. This time, there is no DD on Kuman, so maybe he can make something happen, but now it's 3 points and attribute shift, so good luck with that.
Yeah. He also has a lot of stats on him.
Oh, a lot of stuff coming down to Silent here. Null Talisman and the Magic Wand completed. And Mars, I mean, you can fist bump all you want, you're never going to kill them. Top, Abaddon's been found. No chance to deny himself either. They timed their stuns. 5-minute runes as well. Look at this. Oh, nice block off. Silent couldn't get the rune. So 2 apiece. And looks like No Fear... Okay, I like this play, right? Like, he knows he will not be able to force the Brewmaster out of lane now. So he's just trying to supplement his farm.
Yeah, he's above both supports from there. Meanwhile, Lil is... I mean, he doesn't even need someone to stun him. He's so far behind. We're seeing he at more than double the net worth. Or just to double the net worth on Necrophos.
Yeah, this is pretty ridiculous, actually. 15, almost 1,600. He has more than the Brewmaster. On Lil. This is... I'm trying to figure out how... Like, he has 1 kill. How's Lil got this much gold? I guess he's not... No, because he's been buying regen. And he's got 5 CS. That must have been some hefty creeps. And he's supplementing his XP.
Little just harassing Bobroa in the jungle.
And he can be this deep because he can be backed up by a Prophet at any stage. Bruja has the Vortex, doesn't want to go for it though. We'll drag him back now. Lil needs to escape, going to be slowed down. Lift comes out, Fate bot as well, but there is the Mist Call, gets the kill. And looks like No Fear was close, but no cigar.
They're trading the mid tier 1 for this, looks like. And that's much more valuable than a support Ruby kill. Do they get the deny?
They know No Fear's here as well. No, they don't get the deny. They need to back away. I like that little occurrence there. I think that was intentional from No Fear as well. You saw the Centaur coming down. No Fear moved across so that obviously, like, the neutral creeps, they don't care about invisibility. They detect you. So it done the stomp. Now he's going top. Stomp comes out. Troll pretty low. I want to try and get
so many misses.
Yeah, what? The game now, that maybe would have been a lot quicker if No Fear just committed the TP, but he thought they had it.
Yeah, I mean, that was 5 evades in a row, I think. So
just a few.
Can't really expect that.
You know, Centaur just role-playing a Stormtrooper. Proving he can miss too. Silent in trouble. Doesn't have a point in the Ghost Route. The split comes out. He's dead.
That's a huge kill.
Really big one. Oh, this would be an even huger one. Humble Mumble. They're trying to move in right now. Centaur getting pretty low, though. His Prophet has arrived as well. If they could have killed him, that would have screwed Troll over as he just TP back the lane. Baybolt's come out. Sprout is there as well. Mongrada thinking about moving in. Thinking twice. Be careful. TP in. Uh-oh. Mistakes being made. Tries to go for Mantis. Gets dodged out. The Fodder shield on him means he doesn't have enough damage either. Trying to move away. Ball lightning across, though. But Bruja uses his whole mana pool to try for the kill. But he's counting the trees. Non-Grata looking to move away. They get the vision, but no, they lose it. But Bruja, he can't get it. Non-Grata is just going to run away. This horse is meant to win the Grand Prix. Look at him go. Move through now. Missed call. Lift back. Non-Grata is going to live. This man, he's going to the podium finish, not to the glue factory. The missed call will not kill him. And no, the Fate Bolt nil. He even gets the kill on the Abaddon. What is this laning phase?
That feels so bad to watch. Storm Spirits tries to attack 3 times. All 3 times he loses vision and cancels. If he hadn't tried all 3 times, he would have gotten close enough to succeed 1 time.
Quality over quantity is preferable. Your level 6 Storm is the takeaway from this. And this is grim because that's a 4k net worth lead for Winstrike. And also, take a look at the XP difference. That's a level 6 Storm we mentioned, but then there's a level 8 Morphling. That's scary.
I mean, we talked about last time that the 3k lead at 8 minutes is a bit much.
About
we have
5k.
5k.
Numbers don't lie in this case. The numbers just keep on increasing. They're going to increase even more because Silent is taking this bot tower. They ping it, but they're always pressured. If they show, they know they'll die because Morphling, he's free to move around the map because that tier 1 is gone. They're TPing down now. Storm's going to try for the ball lightning in. Silent trying to move away. Has the Ghost Rally. He needs to use it right now, but no. It's getting a little bit too late. Morphling shows in Kuman. Looking to kill Namaz. Can he get him? He's got the waveform. Needs to get out. Can't finish the job. They forced the entirety of Magic Hands down here, though. And despite that kill, look at Silent's net worth. He's still sitting cozy with a huge lead.
Yep. It's incredible how far ahead they are, all of them. That's a 600 gold swing for divided on 5 heroes. When you're 5k behind and people are farming in other lanes, that doesn't really matter much.
And you know, this is the optimal scenario from that mistake for Magic Hands, right? And what I mean by that is look at the other lanes. Tier 1's already gone. Imagine if a tier 1 was still up and they made that play. And that's all you get. You lose a tower and you lose the benefits of farming 3 lanes. Worrisome. What was coming out? We'll give them a moment to reflect on what has gone right and what's gone wrong up to this point. And I don't know if I feel like this is the right move. A little sorry. I mean, he's not getting much gold. He's going for the Vlad's play first. I guess you can initiate from far. And you need some sort of sustainment for your troll, right?
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to be forced to fight pretty soon.
Yes, the armor is also decent against these heroes. They kind of need... You mentioned a pipe earlier, right? Like Blink.
Yeah, all the things that he wants. Pipe. But then, like, it's still... My problem is, like, I'm looking at how, quite frankly, poor they are. And I'm coming back to what I said in the draft. Where's the Spirit Vessel? Who's going to build the Spirit Vessel? Who counters this Morphling? And the answer is no one.
Well, Abaddon has infused raindrops. That's the first step to an urn.
It's a long way off and on. And it sounds like I'm being negative. We're only 10 minutes in, but honestly, by 20 minutes, you're going to lose all your out towers at this rate if you don't respond.
It's going to be a 5v4 here.
Oh, they drag down Mars. He's in trouble. Human moving in, turns into the Brewmaster. Now the split comes out. They're trying to control him up. Morphling, he's still fine though. Waveforms away. They don't have enough damage. Silent going to sidestep. The Stampede is out. Visual on Fissure action occurring here as it was stolen by the Rubik. Silent does have the Ghost Shroud. Going to heal up with that magic wand. And he does have the Scythe. Doesn't want to throw it out just yet, though. He wants a good target for it. The split ends, and that's the target he wants. Little Sorry going to get him low. Should be enough. Side to bring him down. Missed call. Protects him, though. Waveform through. Kuma still gets the kills. 2 kills for him already. He's chasing forward, looking for more. Mantis needs to back away. They do not have access to a shrine anymore. That's 1 kill. The Fissure connects on the Humble Mumble as well. He's too far gone, though. They'll let him escape. They'll invade the triangle of Dire. Magic Hands. They run away with their tail between their legs and nowhere to farm.
These supports are just so poor and so underleveled. Level 5 on both of them.
Meanwhile, look at Winstrike supports. No fear, doesn't have 6 yet. That's the other thing to actually highlight here. Remember our last game we were talking about how powerful that nuke is? Yeah. They took that fight convincingly without that extra nuke damage. Imagine the power spike that he now has, that he has the Wrath of Nature.
Looking so rough.
And
so what can Magic Hands do now to get back in this game? I don't feel like they can fight. That was a 5v4 fight on their high ground by their towers, and they still lost.
I mean, yeah, the Stampede was there, but the problem is, like, they can't look for Non-Grata solo in that situation who has a Vanguard already, and it's halfway towards a Blink Dagger. They need to try and pick off some supports, because right now, you mentioned the difference between these supports, right? And we look at the net worth as well. They're actually worthwhile kills for Magic Hands. Not insanely valuable, yes, but when you're this far behind, you take what you can get, and that's the only thing they're going to be able to get anytime soon.
True. These cores are all so hard to kill.
I think Kuman you absolutely dodge. There's no way you kill him. He'll kill you. Non-Grata, you won't kill him. He might not kill you, but you won't get the kill. You'll waste time. And Silent, honest to God, with the Buckler, and he's heading towards those Guardian Greaves now. He has the mech. Yeah, you're not killing him. He's
only reason he died earlier was because he didn't use Ghost Shroud. If he just gets that off, he's pretty unkillable too.
Yeah, and he got it off the following fight, as we saw, where he got the Ghost Shroud, and we saw the Magic One come into effect. Yeah. This is the power of this hero. If you just save up those 1 charges for 1 good Ghost Shroud, you go from half HP to full.
Well, bottom lane, Magic Hands knows they can't just be passive. They have to put some pressure on the map so someone can farm.
I think Magic Hands has to give up this quadrant of the map, top side, and take control of this one. They know that it's to Winstrike's benefits to not be playing in bottom right side. So that should be a free farm area for the Troll, and he needs that badly. Instead, Troll is defending top. Oh yeah, the one scouting deep.
They were trying to push bottom, and he just sends Treants up here, takes the entire wave with him.
Yep, slows him down. Just him alone, and he'll have the TP to respond elsewhere, and they might. Vision comes out, they do see the Brewmaster. He can still move through. He's trying to chase forward. Storm is TPing and long TP, in fact. And that's a level 1 Ball Lightning, which means they have no chance of chasing. This is a sad game. Like, you laugh. I have a tear in my eye. There's a moment of silence and pain for the Storm Spirit that is level 8.
We have different ways to deal with pain. Sometimes you laugh.
You have to, because this is looking like a joke right now. Look at the level disparity. Kuman level 12, Silent level 10, Non-Grata level 9. Good.
He's decided to go for Linkens first though. Not something like an E-Blade to be aggressive, but what does he even block with that Linkens? It's the Tornado, I guess, from Brewmaster,
yeah.
And then the pull from Storm Spirit, but is that enough to warrant a 5k gold item?
Oh, we'll find out in a second, because Silent's been jumped on. The Stampede gets them away. The Cypher's out. Mars is gone, but Brewer getting too low, has to move away with the Ball Lightning. The split comes out, but now where is your damage? Buyback on the Shaker wants to get involved, but that's going to leave him further away from the Blink Dagger. Silent being chased onto in the meantime, but he's baiting for Kuman. Kuman moves in and wipes out the Storm Spirit, finds the kill onto the Troll, and the Stomp follow-up will secure the kill to Abaddon as well. And you better run. You better hide a little, sorry, because they're going to find you wherever you go. Brewmaster has no chance, no hope in hell of escaping. Even with a Drunken Brawler, the best he can do is waste a few more seconds of their time. And that will be Roche.
Mars both back there, and he still had 10 seconds on his teleport. So he just walked over to the Tier 2 towers, and everyone was dead.
So usually I have like a very cocky and confident pro as my analyst who will say this statement. But I'm just going to cookie cutter in there, and you'll just have to take me instead of a pro. This game is over. Like...
Yes. I don't see any realistic way that they turn this. Like, there's the potential for a super Echo Slam, but you have no blink, and you have a level 1 Echo Slam, and...
Uh-oh, Stomp coming out. They're looking for a kill, and they'll be able to find this right. Storm, no, protected though, just in time with the Fission. Mars trying to stun them up. The TV's coming and Split is out as well. They're chasing forward. It's Rubik's time to shine. He's going in right now, but Bruhar is out of mana and soon to be out of life here. Non-Grata getting ready to go, and the stun comes out. In fact, the Brewmaster split from the Rubik might get him alone. There is double edge out. Non-Grata wants to steal the kill. The Cyclone means Shaker can't even get an Echo Slam out. Mantis will pop his ult. The Sprout on the side. Mars is looking like a sad little boy. He has the Echo Slam, but doesn't have the mana, and the Fade Bolt kills him off. And this is the problem. This is exactly the issue right now for Magic Hands, is there is literally zero mobility on their team. And all the mobility in the world on Winstrike.
you just have no kill potential on anyone. Storm has no damage, and Trollhand doesn't have a single item. He went for the Diffusal Blade, which he kind of needs, but by the time he has that, what is the enemy is going to have?
Yeah,
no way.
I mean, this was optimal if you were ahead. And you couldn't go for a farming item being this far behind because there's nowhere for you to farm. It just feels like this has come down to the way the lanes went. I don't see an easy way for Troll to do anything. Look, Kuman is 2v1ing. It's about to be 2v3ing in a second. Humble Mumble is losing to it. Kuman backing away right now. Nature scares them off. A little sorry. He might be forced to use the split if he's not careful.
Meanwhile,
Waveform through. He's just buying time. Kuman says, okay, I might die in the end, but the Stampede comes out. He turns around. No! The initiation from Centaur! Sets up the double kill. Might be free. Humble Mumble is very angry about this, but not angry enough to find a kill. Kuman stands his ground. Humble Mumble will look to move away. Waveform through. Gets him low. Echo Slam. He mistimes it. Mars! He doesn't even catch Kuman. And all the while, in your base, there is the push. The GG comes out. Winstrike with the 2-0 victory. In style with a 19,000 net worth lead. 16 minutes into the game.
That was rough. That was the roughest game we've seen so far today.
That was grim.
They just didn't have the lineup to play from behind here. There was nothing to create space with. You need at least one hero to do well, right? When they lose all 3 lanes like this, and every core is behind all of their cores, and your supports are behind their supports, then there's no rotations to be made, especially when the enemy cores are so well unkillable. Morphly, Necro, and Centaur were under. Who do you go on?
Absolutely. It's honestly, you look at the way this game played out. As you said, they didn't win any lanes. They didn't seem to actually be posturing to win any lanes, I'd argue. All we saw was, actually, I'd say a little sorry done kind of okay, right? Like, he fronted the storm, but you expect that. He fronted the pain that was coming out of No Fear. You expect that.
Yeah.
My problem, I literally think, like honestly, you can't usually define a game by one moment, but I think everything ripples out of control after that failed gank by Mars mid. Like, that kill he gave over to Kuman, that gave a level advantage, and then put Storm at a complete disparity. He could not do anything from that point, and they just kept investing in the mid lane, trying to reset it, which meant that Troll was being abused in the top.
Yeah.
It seemed textbook.
That being said, I feel like Magic Hands, they're playing decently. Like, they're not making huge mistakes. They're just being outplayed. They don't seem to be as good as the teams they're playing against, but they are playing against some of the favorites in the group or in the
qualifier. Yeah. I mean, yeah. In fairness, I think the way to look at this is it's just an example, a textbook example of how these very experienced players can take one mistake and ripple it. Because people are like, "Oh, that's unfair on Mars. He didn't cost them the game." That one mistake rippled across the team. It led to the rest of the mistakes where they were never doing anything proactively. They were always just sitting around waiting to try and defend someone. And by the time they were able to start trying, Troll had already suffered on farm. Storm was irrelevant. And even the lead Brewmaster build didn't matter anymore.
So, have Winstrike played against Team Empire yet?
No, they're going to be doing that next. I believe we've been robbed of the beautiful opportunity of doing that one.
Okay. Yeah. So, for Magic Hands to have a chance, I guess Team Empire has to be 2-0'd by Winstrike. Because then they're both one victory.
Yes. Otherwise, they're out of this. So basically, Winstrike have to get their ass whooped. Wait, no, sorry. Winstrike have to whoop ass, rather. And then,
there's probably a tiebreaker of some sort.
Yes, I expect so. But it looks like we are going to be shifted across to Hornets versus Team Coliseum in Group A. Bit of a weird way for the challenge to be done. I know it's a bit confusing for some of you that's been following Group B, but that means that the final Group B game I'll confirm it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be done on the first channel, and we'll be doing Group A's final game between Team Coliseum, Rue, and Black Hornets Gaming. So short break before we get to that. I'll update you guys in the chat with the exact start time, but before too long,
your comfortable chairs.
Yeah, you're comfortable. Hopefully, you're comfortable DX Racer chairs, like the ones that I imagine I have right now. Honestly, that was such a dramatic finish, but not. The only way I could endure such a dramatic finish without sliding to the floor in pain is in a comfortable DX Racer chair.
Okay.
Well, they're comfortable. They kind of, how like a good seat kind of seats you in it properly, right? You don't just slide. Like when you sit on one of those crappy chairs and they slide you off all the time. Yeah. That's not what you get out of DX Racer. Now you get comfort. You get that kind of just the right level of sink that your butt feels firmly connected to the chair. It's a beautiful thought. And I can feel it now, the true power of this sync. With that sync, I've sunk enough time into the shilling to go to a break before we return with the final series for us of today, which will be Team Coliseum versus Black Hornets game. Stay tuned.